Welcome back, everyone, to another community patch. This time it's the pre-sequel. Yes, we finally have a pre-sequel community patch started. Now, full disclosure, this one is being called Alpha because it is in the very early stages. Apparently my speaking is in Alpha as well. Very early stages. They have mainly focused on a loot overhaul, which is a really cool thing. There's just a handful of guns and gear that have so far been touched. I think it's actually all guns. And a slew of just quality of life changes that we saw in the Borderlands 2 patch. And from talking to some of the guys working on it, they are also going to be working on porting over a lot of the quality of life changes on guns, well, maybe not quality of life, the buffs to guns in Borderlands 2. So let's get started talking about this. First, few things with the quality of life, things like moonstones are now auto pickup. So basically all the auto pickups you saw in Borderlands 2 are pretty much ported over here. Of course, you know, when things pop up in a chest, that doesn't count. The loot overhaul, that's the big one, and I kind of want to go, well, I don't know, that would be a really long video to go through all that. But pretty much everything now in the game, or actually I shouldn't say pretty much, everything in the vanilla game should be droppable from a loot source. And in the alpha patch, if you go to GitHub, you can actually see all of that. They have it all listed out so you can see what drops where, and there's a whole changelog for it. The following items that they're going to work on, I didn't see these in there yet, but the assault rifle buffs that we saw in Shadow Evil's Borderlands 2 that worked out really well look like they are going to change. To kind of just copy-paste some of those things over, as well as, I think, the Hyperion sniper buffs, and what were some of the other ones Shadows did? I didn't see all those in there, but they should be coming. On the gun side, the 2 scoops has been buffed, and this is the one I really pushed for, because I fucking love this gun, but the damage was so shit on it that it scaled terribly. Well, you can now hurt yourself much worse with it too, so you got to be careful. But this thing hopefully plays well, and it's the first gun I'm going to go test. I'm fucking pumped for it. The other few, Viral Marketer and the Bowfly, are now not corrosive locked. Now the only 2 I have on me are corrosive because I haven't had the time to go farm up non-corrosive ones. But the Bowfly and the Viral Marketer are 2 guns that I quite liked. But I didn't like the fact that they were elementally locked, and they changed that. That is very cool. You can see here I'm holding the Hammer Buster. The Hammer Buster got the same treatment as the Hammer Buster Gatling patch in Borderlands 2. Now, if you're wondering 9 in the magazine, that's shitty. I am playing Aurelia, and I do have large caliber 5/5, which reduces your magazine size 43%. You know, the 2 scoops as well got a bonus magazine size, so it's now 4, but large caliber makes it 1. So full disclosure on those. The auditing white feather is the old Fremington's Edge. There's been changes made to this, and I can't wait to use it. The Boxy, I guess the bouncing bullets got better. I'm not entirely sure how. Maybe it's just faster bullet speed, it looks like. Bullet speed used to be slower on this thing. But the Boxy is a very cool gun. Now, one thing you'll notice, I covered this in the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. If you throw it, if you chuck it like a normal TDR, it'll blow up in your face. But if you empty the magazine and it chucks, it will go further. So basically, the distance it throws depends on the amount of bullets left in the magazine. So that is a good thing to know with the Boxy. And it does look like maybe they just sped up the bullet speed, because they definitely look faster. And that's all the gun buffs that I'm aware of so far. There hasn't been a ton that I know of. I was looking through the patch trying to find a good change log on it and just kind of looking through the code of it. Those are the ones that I found. Now keep in mind, if you are unimpressed with that, because it's not a lot, this is alpha. They are calling it alpha, not even beta, because they were very early in it. Schmidt and Jim Raven are the two that I know of the most that have been putting the hard work into this. Actually, Jim's been bugging me for a while to give him feedback, and I haven't had time to install this and start playing with it, so sorry, Jim. But I'm excited for this, too, because Borderlands the pre-sequel, just like Borderlands 2, had some issues, and a lot of them were recycled guns, so maybe they can replace some of those recycled guns with things more interesting. You know, maybe we can port things over like the Singing Bird that are cool in BL2. Maybe other BL2 guns that we wanted in here. You know, maybe some... I doubt the Pimpernel can make it over. But, you know, there's a lot of options for cool things to spice up the pre-sequel as well, because I really love the pre-sequel. No, it's not as good as Borderlands 2, but that doesn't mean it's a shitty game, because Borderlands 2 is one of the greatest games ever made. I really like the pre-sequel, and I can't tell you how excited I am to try out the new 2 scoops, because fuck, I love this gun. And, you know, with the really is cryo buffs, I'm pretty pumped to give this a shot. Really, really fucking excited to give this a chance now that it's been buffed up. And although it's still going to be a one-shot with her if I do large caliber, I'm cool with that because it'll do enough damage and just a big AoE just to get so much like cryo damage built up. You know, with an Ice Queen, it'll build Avalanche really fast and they get super powerful and, you know, all that cool shit. So large caliber will help its base damage as well, and I'm really excited for this gun and a bunch of other things they can do. So I've got to sit down and spend some time. I should actually just rewatch my The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly videos, because I knew there was a lot of guns that were just a little bit shy. You know, the Gwen's head being kind of parts locked to, I was going to say, the parts locked to always having the double accessory kind of hurt it. God, what was it? The snowball grenade. I didn't cover that in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly yet. I haven't gotten there. But the snowball grenade just not being quite the fastball. I love her underhand grenade toss. So, you know, that could use a little bit of a buff. There's just so many things. There's a lot of Oz kits that are just a little bit shy of being really cool. So there's a lot of potential here for really cool stuff. And, you know, maybe Aaron, I think he was going to start working on some other projects, but maybe either Aaron or someone else that is familiar with this stuff can port some of his cool mods over, like bring Mashers over to the pre-sequel. Because, let's be honest, Mashers and Nisha, that sounds fucking fun. Or like just Mashers and Jack, and there's so many cool things that people have been doing in Borderlands 2 that hopefully they can bring over here as well. I think someone already brought the hammer that I just covered over to the pre-sequel, so that's a possibility as well. But I guess that's enough as just kind of an introduction to this being a thing. You guys should definitely read over the changes to all the farming stuff. As I think about it, it's kind of pointless for me to read through it. You guys can read through that if you want to. It'd be boring just to hear me read bullet points. But also, if you're going to go in the comments and just start bitching about, oh, they fucked up in the beginning by not making everything farmable, like, they fixed most of it. These guys are taking a step further. Oh, I should have added to, they're also making all those undroppable guns droppable, like the Lady Fist and all those Moxie guns that weren't droppable. So, but you know, Gearbox fucked up, but they made right by it because they patched it in. It's been patched and fixed for a long ass time, and it was never all bosses. So don't fucking go and say no bosses were farmable, because that's a flat out fucking lie. I don't know. I just get sick of every time someone mentions a pre-sequel, people have to bitch like no bosses are farmable in it, like it's still a thing, and it was ever a thing that there's no bosses. So yeah. Anyways, I'm pumped to play with this stuff because I love the pre-sequel. Hopefully you guys are too, and I'll be covering these as well as this comes along. So, more importantly though, give your feedback to Jim and Schmidt so that they can help make this better. Like I said, I've got to sit down and spend some time really thinking through it. But they got a good start. The viral marketer and the Bowfly being elemental locked was not cool. especially because there's not a lot of corrosive options in this game. You know, Athena could make the viral marketer really fucking good. Same thing, the Bowfly is a pretty solid gun. Lots of cool things happening. I'm excited. Hopefully you're excited, because this is fucking cool. And although Shadow has nothing to really do with this one, thanks to you, Shadow, for kind of getting this all sorted and getting it started, because, you know, we wouldn't be getting this in the pre-sequel if you didn't do it for Borderlands 2. So that's it for today. Everyone go thank Jim and Schmidt. Jim Raven is the full name, in case I haven't said that yet, for kind of putting the work here. And I think there's a few other working on it. If you guys are, let me know. I'll start mentioning you. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'll see you all later. Bye.